Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video on Bubble. Instead of this video, we have another Type Soul video. This is something that I want to talk about, right? Type Soul's player count is one of the craziest things that I'm witnessing right now. Because, tell me how. On a normal update, they average, I would say, on a normal Type Soul update, even last update, they average around 50k, right? This update, for some reason, only got 35k, and this was considered their locked-in update, where they're going to add a lot of content and things like that, right? So, that's already crazy. Them being down 15k players normally that they get on an update is already crazy enough, right? But if you go and check the current Type Soul player count, let's search it up. Type Soul, right? You go to the current player count. They are sitting at 17.9k. 2 days after an update drops. Now, I don't know if you know, but normally that is not their fucking player count. So I would say, and that's 2 days after the update drops, there's still like another 5 days until the next update drops. I wouldn't be surprised if Type Soul drops below like 5 digits. I wouldn't be surprised if they go into like 9k, 8k even. Because the game, I don't know if the game's just dying, everyone got bored of it, they're tired of the shitty updates or what. But the game is definitely dying. And Type Reborn hasn't even released yet. This is like nobody's fault but their own. It's because their update schedule is already bad, because they said, oh yeah, we're gonna update on Saturday, right? When it was supposed to be Friday. And then every single time it gets to Saturday, they release basically on Sunday. They release like an hour before it's Sunday. So that could be one of the reasons. The other thing could be the content. This update was probably the worst, like in terms of what they added, right? It was probably the worst. Now, they added a lot. Don't get me wrong. They did add a shit ton of stuff. But adding a lot does not matter if everything that you add was not balanced correctly. The Rapier, I have literally seen at least 25 people quit the game just based off Soul Reaper Rapier being in the game alone. Not including the new Hakuda Keto mixed ultra shit. Not including the new Hakuda stuff, not including anything else that they added in this update that's completely brain dead. Just off of SR Rapier alone, people in my like friend group have quit. 25 of them, okay? So that's probably how every friend group is right now. I won't lie, just people aren't enjoying the game because they try to play ranked, and keep in mind the first day of the update, ranked wasn't even fucking working, right? So ranked is finally fixed, you're like, oh yeah, I'm ready to go play some fucking ranked. You see a guy with a Rapier, you instantly log. You see a guy using the new Hakuda shit, you instantly log. Like, just, it's bad. I won't lie. It is fucking bad. The balancing for this update was non-existent. I honestly, genuinely think they saw Type Reborn, right? And they were like, oh shit, we need a locked-in. We need this update out now. And they just forgot to balance. But that's not true, because Nano was playing with that Rapier weapon literally a week ago. Like, on stream, on a bunch of other shit. So, like, they knew the weapon was broken, and they decided to release it anyway, which is crazy. But yeah, the balancing for the game right now, the meta, everything, is just fucking cooked. The first, like, 2 days that the update was out, the game wasn't even working properly. And now that we're on day, I think, 3, day 2, since the update has fully released, they're at 18k players. Actually, less than that. They're like 17.5 right now, which is crazy, right? And it's not even Type Reborn, it's nothing. It is the game killing itself at this point. Because there's nothing like else other than the game just killing itself, which is crazy to me. Because the game, yeah, it's just losing players. Like, every single update, they lose more and more players. I don't know if you guys know, when Dave first got on the team, right? And they were like, oh yeah, Dave is going to be our new lead person. Expect some crazy updates, blah, blah. That first update had like 70k players, and everyone was like, oh shit. Dave might be the method, right? Like, we're gonna actually have some decent updates. And then a month later, we went from 70k players on update to half of that. And now we're sitting at 17k players, which is fucking crazy. 17k, don't get me wrong, it is a lot of people. But at the same time, GPO gets more than that. Deep Ocean gets around that. These are games that update, like, have an actual, like, big update, probably, like, 3 times a month. And they are getting the same players as Type Soul right now. That is fucking crazy. Like, I don't think you guys realize Type Soul losing that amount of players inside of one update is crazy. Because most of the time, you know, type still will hit around like 18k, but usually it's at like super late at night, and it's usually on like a Friday, the day before they update. We are sitting at a normal time. It is 7 p.m. right now on a Monday. So they literally just updated yesterday or the day before, right? And they're at 17k players, when normally it takes way later on in the week for that. So I honestly genuinely would not be surprised if type soul drops below 5 digits, let alone dropping below like 8k. Like below peroxide numbers is something that we could end up seeing if the next update is bad. And honestly, we could see that this update, because you have to keep in mind, like I would say around 25% at the bare minimum of type soul's total player count is people in AFK world. So you have to keep in mind, of actual players playing type soul right now, it's only around like 12k. Because probably 5k are AFK, especially considering it's a little late. Some people already probably turned on their auto clickers. It's probably higher than that. There's probably like 8k people AFK right now. I would say actual players playing the game for type soul, it is probably around like 9, 10k right now, which is crazy. Like, the game is definitely falling off, and Type Reborn hasn't even released. Type Reborn's not even a factor in this right now, because it's not like, oh yeah, the players went to go play Type Reborn. No. It is simply the game killing itself, which is fucking insane. Now, you guys can feel free to think, you know, they're gonna lock back in or whatever. They might. You never know. Maybe next update they drop some absolute insane shit. Maybe they drop full bringers, right? Maybe they just all of a sudden they're like, you know what? People are hyped for Type Reborn's full bringers. We're just gonna introduce our own. Maybe. And then the game's player count goes back up. We'll just kind of have to wait and see. But they need to do something, right? Because the game is fucking dying. Like, hardcore dying. Like, falling off fucking real fast. Like, Blade Ball 200k players to 30k players level of fucking dying fast. Because this is kind of crazy. You guys can feel free to leave your own thoughts if you guys think that they're actually going to lock in. But considering they already said that they were locking in, and this is their worst performing update yet, I don't know. The future is looking not that good for Type Soul right now. So we'll kind of just have to wait and see. You guys can have your own thoughts inside the comments. Give your own things, what you guys think they should add, what you think is wrong with the game, and why you think just a lot of players are suddenly quitting. Because in my own opinion, I don't even think that it's them subtly quitting. People have wanted to quit Type Soul for months. There has just never really been another game that people can go on and play, right? Because Roblox is really, really bad right now. But I think people are just that desperate to find a new game. They're really playing whatever. Like, Anime Card Battle has 40k players. That is an AFK game where all that you do is collect cards. And I have like 9 mutual friends on it that are all Type Soul content creators, myself included. Like, we just want a new game. That is the most simple way to put it. We just want a new game. No content creator actually wants to play Type Soul right now. It's just the truth. And if content creators don't want to play it, and they're being paid to play it, you know damn well that actual normal players don't want to fucking touch that game. So you guys can feel free to leave your own thoughts inside the comments, why you guys think the game is dying, why you think the player count's dropping very fast. If you think it's just because of the updates, if you guys think that it's because the community's just bored, whatever, you guys can give your own thoughts in the comments. Type Reborn, all that will be inside the description down below. You guys can tap into our game. But yeah, that's it for me. I'll see you guys inside the next one. Peace.